It's a very warm hello, good afternoon and welcome from Sydney, from Lidcombe. We're at the 10-ball Masters here at Lidcombe and we are very happy to have you watching us. We're here for a great game between Chris Calabrese and Macky Antony. And I'm Jamie Williams, and in the commentary booth next to me is the fabulous Langer Solovini.
How are you? How are you, mate?
I'm very well.
Mate, it is a great event so far. We've had all weekend long. We've had group stages. We've had some upsets. We've had some big matches going through, and it's been an event that is definitely fit to the bill of what we've been advertising for. So,
mate, an absolutely massive field here today. We've got some of the best players in the country 100%. In New South Wales, international players coming over. This is something really fantastic where sort of the best are really fighting it out between themselves, aren't they?
That's right. And the biggest thing with this is that 10-ball is just one of those games where, you know, anything can happen, especially being on a 7-foot table on there. It is definitely one of those games where the best really come out to play. So we're really looking for some great action, adventure, excitement here. And right here, we definitely have that with Chris Calabrese and a Filipino warrior, Macky Antony.
Too right. These guys, both guns of the game, both absolutely fantastic players, can go head-to-head with anyone. Yep. And here they are against themselves almost, you know, against each other. Brilliant. Look at this. We've got, how are you, my friend? Oh, people walking around us saying hello. It's absolutely fantastic. Fantastic place today.
Yeah, and looking at the lineup, we've got Macky here breaking. Macky had a great run through his earlier rounds. If you're following us online, you can go to our challenge website, and you can have a look at the links that we've got on Facebook for the draw. Macky Antony himself, look, he was the seed of his group, so he ended up being in the second round. He took on John McDermott, and he got up 6-1 against John McDermott. So that's a strong
good win there.
Strong matchup in regards to things.
Well, the game started off here. Chris playing a push-out, I think, there.
Yeah.
First shot. Macky's got a tough shot on the one there. I guess, you know, I can't see what he might do here, but both players really going to want to get one up on each other and sort of not going to want to give each other too much chances, as we can see here straight from the start. So he's calling the one ball in the corner.
The key thing with 10-ball is you got to make sure when you make your calls on the shot, make sure that you pot it in that pocket that you're going for.
What a great shot!
That's a great shot there from the Filipino warrior. The other part is if you don't pot it in, you pot it in some other ball, another ball, or you pot it in another pocket than what you call it. The opponent has the option of actually sending you back in.
That's right. So, unlike 9-ball.
Unlike 9-ball and unlike 8-ball as well. So it's very crucial that when you're making your shot, because you've got to call the shot, that you make sure you pot it in the right pocket, because otherwise you could be in trouble when you
Correct. Macky calling the 2-ball into the middle pocket there, just missing it, but giving Chris a look at the shot here. Giving him a look at the shot, he's got a chance to come around the table and probably put this 3-ball onto the blue that's on the pocket there. But let's see what he does. But this ball, this game, this code, 10-ball, yeah. I mean, very much like 9-ball as a rotation game, but very much unlike 9-ball in the way that there's no flukes.
Yep.
You can't play a combo on the 9. You can't fluke a ball. You know, so a very much more of a tougher code of pool to play than 9-ball itself.
Yeah, and I think the main thing here is it's all about ensuring that you're executing everything that you plan. You can't just come in and smash the balls around.
Correct.
You must be planning and must be calculating everything as much as possible. And no.
Look at this. He's left himself a lovely little dink there on that 3.
Oh, wow.
It's clipped itself into place, and he held his hand up there as if to say sorry to Antony. But you know what? Sometimes you get a few fortunate moves and a few fortunate touches and rolls, and that's what's happened right there. But Chris is going to be wanting to grab the ball by the horns right here and really make this his own.
Well, the key thing for there was that he actually caught the 7 and he fluked it in, even though he caught it in the right pocket, and he got a lovely kiss on the free as well. So it's allowed him to continue here, and he's going to obviously punish now the Filipino Warrior. Keeping with Chris, he's been strong throughout the whole event. He qualified first in his group, absolutely decimated his competition in there. And in the last round itself, he had a tough matchup. His first matchup in terms of things, he was a seed, was against Tom Shen, and he took him 6-3 in the last round. So Chris looking very strong, and he's looking like he's coming out of the gates quickly and early, especially against the Filipino Warrior. It's perfectly placed for the middle here. Little slicer in the middle, and just pop around for the 10 into this right corner where he's currently standing.
Absolutely.
Oh,
brilliant player. One half of the Calabrese brothers.
That's
I mean,
right.
what more can you expect, you know?
Well, the thing is with it, Q Sports just runs through their veins. Dad's a great snooker player. Vinny in his own right, just a freak of nature in regards to pool in general, all Q Sports. And I mean, you got Chris again, another one. So it all runs in the family.
It does.
And you can just see that, just beautiful shooting all around.
Beautiful shooting, 1-0 to Vinny. 1-0 to Vinny. 1-0 to Chris. Getting them mixed up already.
That's right. But here in terms of Tempin City, we had the pleasure of running the inaugural Sydney 10-ball Masters here in Tempin City. Want to thank Annette and the crew for having us here and helping us run this great event. And we've had so much great experience with them, especially with other things as well. We've had the Diamond League finals. We've had other events as well. So definitely a key hotspot at the moment for pool in New South Wales. And today, you see around, there's a lot of people watching such great action going on today.
Well, this place, Tempin City, really does host some of the best pool in the country at the moment. Not only is it home to the Q World League, the Diamond League, but also some great events like the Diamond League Finals, and then your events like this, the 8-ball Masters, the 9-ball Masters, the Apprentice and the Master and Apprentice, and all kinds of great things that Q World put on that this fabulous venue is able to cater for, and it's a really good place to come down and watch pool. And with our sponsors, we've got Be Live here streaming this event. We've got Kamui, we've got Predator, we've got Q World themselves, and we've got Tempin City, and with all these people together, able to bring you these kind of great events for you to kind of watch today.
Yeah, and the thing is with this, without those sponsors and whatnot, this event wouldn't be possible. So thank you to all those who have assisted us in the journey of making the Triple Crown events such a big event draw for everyone in Sydney. And Macky just taking advantage of this dry break that Chris Calabrese had produced here. And
he's
showing some great touch early.
Not looking no real problems for him here, I don't think.
I wouldn't have played this one like this. I would have tried to bring it right in the middle of the table, but still got a lovely angle.
Nah, he's all right here. He's got this green ball into that pocket. Just leave himself the 7. Leave himself the 8. No, it's pretty self-explanatory here for Macky.
That's right. Just needs to pop in and out.
There you go.
There it is.
No problem. As long as he didn't leave himself too much of an angle on that cushion, which he hasn't, it's going to be absolutely fine.
It's a beautiful shot there.
So we had 1-0 to Chris.
This is a great counter-attack from the Filipino Warrior.
Yeah.
Showing some great skill and speed too. That's the key thing with Macky. Seeing that is his tempo, and he plays quick. He's showing absolutely why he is considered one of the best in the game at the moment.
There you go. 1-1.
1-1 to both players here. Other things as well, obviously a lot of things have changed since last time we were together, Sheffy.
Mm-hmm.
Big news.
Give us some of those big news items.
Big news we've got. We've recently had Daryl Appleton the Dynamite himself,
No.
Dynamite Darren Appleton. He's signed on officially as one of our ambassadors of Q World.
He's with us. He's in the same
that's
team.
Right. That's right.
Oh, my word. Well, this deserves me to meet him, surely.
Exactly. So,
Darren, where are you? I want to meet you.
So he'll be on live in some more events that we have coming up, and he'll be obviously commenting and whatnot. So that's been a great news for us. Matchroom Sports has also joined us on a lot of things.
They have
as well, and they've given us a lot of more events, which we will discuss more in the future, coming up in the near future. But some big things have happened since the last time we've chatted.
We've got Predator and CSI World 10 Ball. You know, Q World Events will be hosting the only World 10 Ball qualifier in Australia. And we've got one spot available to play in this 64 event, invitational field only in Las Vegas in March 2020. And it's going to be a WPA sanctioned event.
Yeah, and this is just a highlight of obviously all these big events. You know, the Sydney Derby or the Triple Crown events that we've dubbed this as is allowing us to have some great bigger exposure to bigger events for our top players to go to. So
yes.
We'll talk more about that. We'll get Stu into the booth in a little bit and get him to talk more about that. So there'll be some great stuff.
Absolutely. And, of course, we've got the Sydney 8-Ball Masters coming up in the first weekend of November. Yeah. So if you're not playing in that, get your entry into that, because we want to see you playing. If you're not going to be playing and you're good enough to play, get in there and do it. And there's more details. You can go to qworldevents.com.au and do that. Get your entry in, and we look forward to seeing you as a player playing in this arena with these kind of players. So a break off there by Andrew Macky.
Yeah, and with Macky, a flick break there, using a little bit of flick motion to make that break possible. He's potted the free ball at the moment. So nice start. He's got to open a shot on the one.
He does.
But the key thing is he must be committed to the shot. He can't play this slow, otherwise he'll be snookered behind the 9 and won't have a shot on the 2. So he's going to have to play a dynamite shot here.
No, I just think he needs to put a little bit of top on this. He's naturally going to go into the 9 ball, but the angle's going to leave him, a chance to come off the side of this 9 ball, unless he wants to go around the back of it, which I don't think he really can he? I think he just wants to punch through it. Oh, he's played a safe. Safety. Okay, wow. Very interesting shot.
Yes, well.
I'll take your hat off to him there. He's played it very well. Not only has Chris got to go round the 9, but he's got other obstacles too. One's kind of stuck behind the 10 ball.
Yeah, and he doesn't have much way out of it thanks to the 5. The 5 blocks his way around the table, so very limited amount of vision. He may just come up the top here.
Well, he's calling a pocket.
And he may look
I guess you have to, just in case.
That's right. So he's going to have to just come off here, a couple of cushions. May just come right behind the black here, if you can see enough. Play a little bit of right-hand side here. It's a very tight fit, though. Yeah, exactly. So it's just right behind the black here.
Looking at that diamond there. He's going to hit it off there. Try and put that one in.
Oh,
he's hit the 8 on the way out, unfortunately.
That's probably as much as he could see from that vision on there. So he needed to obviously get around the black and then be able to line that up. But now, with this setup, Macky's first attention detail is that he will need to bust this 2. Now, the other thing to remember about 10 ball is that you have the free foul rule. So, players have the option of continuing the pressure on the other of their opponent.
What do you think he's going to try and play? He looks like he's trying to play a second foul right here.
That's right. Just hide behind the 2 and the 10.
Yeah, there we go.
And there it is. And there it is. He's locked him up. And again, Chris is going to have to come up with another good shot here. Unfortunately for this, where he's landed, he can't really bridge over the 10.
Well, he's got to shoot back. He can't shoot forward in any way. He's virtually touching that 10 ball. Right. And so it's going to have to be a bunch of cushions, or at least 2. I don't know, unless he goes up and down off this bottom cushion here and just passes by the black and hits the 1. But apart from that, he's going to have to go a couple of cushions.
Well, he may go in this angle here. It's a very tough line, but he may just go off the diamond with a lot of left-hand spin.
Okay,
And,
wow.
And then just has to pass the 4.
We've got a bit of side on here,
yeah,
I think.
it's going to have to put a lot of left-hand side.
Yeah,
just
I think so.
miss the 4 here. That's the key part. Just miss the 4. If he can miss it, be perfect.
Or miss, he's going to have to miss the 8
Yeah.
and then hit the cushion and hit the 1. This is a very tough shot right here. Very tough shot. Here we go. Well, he's hit it. He's hit it. That's good.
Hit.
He's left Macky on, though.
That's okay. I mean, the key thing
not a
is
foul.
not to ensure he doesn't get 3 consecutive fouls. 3 consecutive fouls would have meant that
Correct.
the frame was done and dusted. So he's played a great shot there to get out of jail there. Now Macky, now to put him under pressure. Oh, and he's missed it. He was trying to count it into that 2.
Get the 2 out for next shot.
That's right. Now he needs to figure of an option now. He can play a little skinny safety here, but won't do much. Just because where the 2's kissed to the 10. So you see there where he's pointing where the white will naturally go. He may actually, there are 2 options here. He may just play a little safety, skinny safety, and leave the white on the top rail. Or if you can see what I'm seeing, Jamie, he may be able to carom this 6 into the corner. But
Oh, it's a big shot. It's a big shot.
Skinny safety is probably what he goes for.
I was thinking, yeah, that's a lovely shot.
And that's
lovely shot. I think Chris might be able to just see the side of this too, but nothing that he can actually do. I don't think he can see enough that he can do anything with. And that's if he can see the side of it.
Yeah, and
which I think he can just see a millimetre of it.
This is a lovely angle here that we're seeing on the camera here, right in front of me and Jamie. I've just seen the absolute terror that Chris is dealing with here. He's going to have to come off a cushion here and kick right into the 2.
Off the cushion he comes. He's hit it.
Oh,
he's got a shot. Has he left it safe?
And he's gotten a result.
And the reason
he's gotten a result
he
here.
has left it safe, and the reason I say is because Chris Calabrese is actually sitting exactly in between me and the table, so I'm having to stand up and look over him to see the shots.
Well, I hope everyone on the TV are enjoying it from home because they can see straight now he's dealt right behind the 10.
But he's the player. I'm not going to ask him to move.
Oh, my goodness. And look at Macky Antony. He's going to crazy town already. Bringing out the jump cue. And he's going to have to... This is a long jump. This is a very long jump here.
He's not got the whole pocket to look at.
That's right. Just need to jump straight over the 10.
So we're just getting note that Huss and John Wims and Huss Curd are playing on another table. What a matchup that's going to be, mate.
Humongous. And he got the hit.
Hang on, has he left himself safe?
Oh no.
No, he hasn't. Or has he?
No,
behind the black.
The 9.
I think he might have left himself safe.
And it's up to now for Chris to decide what he wants to do. Whether he'll take the shot on,
or possibly send him back in.
That's right. Now for me, I think it'd be better if he send him back in. But he may just have a sliver of a window open here for the 2. It's a question of whether he can get back up for the 4 given that angle. He may have just massé this around the 8, and he definitely is going for that. Masséing around the 8 here. Wow.
Well, it's a good shot. He's got the ball, but what has he done?
Well, got the result that he's got a result out of it, you know. He's left the white on the bottom of the rail here, Sheffy.
Good. How are you? Marcus Torture just popping his head in there to the commentary booth, giving in his slip from the last win that he did. I assume it's a win. Let's have a look. Played Sean Oglesby.
7-3 against Sean Oglesby.
Got 7-3 up against Sean Oglesby.
So Marco advancing to the next round.
A very fantastic player, Marco Torture from Europe. One of the best players, one of the best players in the world.
That's right, mate. Exactly.
Just won the US Open recently.
Yes, US 10-ball Open.
And what a fantastic result that was. And now here he is in Australia, playing at 10-pin City with the rest of us. Oh, with us minions. With us drop kicks.
Well, I just
we
got
feel honoured, don't we?
I just got breaking news from Stu. Currently, we have on the other table, across from our current feature table, we've got Sean Budd versus Justin Sage.
Absolutely. Big game now over there.
And
Big game.
And it's Hill.
Hill, Sean Budd, and...
It's Hill with Sean Budd breaking at the moment on the final frame.
Well,
so
here we go. I'm going to keep you informed on this one, guys, because if this is Hill and these guys are... Hang on. Has it been a dry break?
Oh, no.
I think he's potted a ball off the break, has he? He has.
So some big stuff happening over there on table number 8. So there'll be some more news coming from that matchup very, very soon. But back onto our feature table.
Yes.
Macky, Antony, my goodness.
Oh, nice shot there. Nice shot. Look at a little dink with a bit of side there. I like that.
And that's the thing with a rotation player like Macky. These kind of little shots, they all come together to make the most beautiful run-outs happen.
They do.
He's showing great form, great touch, and everything's on song today with Macky Antony. So Macky goes up. He's currently 2-1. 2-1.
Well, that's great. Macky running that out. I love his little dinks and his little gentle bits of side that he puts on the ball. He really does it well.
Exactly.
But over on the other table, we're watching Sean Budd and Justin Sage.
Yep.
Justin in a little bit of a tight spot at the moment, but let's see how the rack plays out. Back on this table, Chris is about to break.
Yep.
And
he's got one of the biggest breaks in the room. So see how it goes. He's put it a bit to the left-hand side of the table, and my goodness, it's a piston break.
Beautiful.
My goodness. Unfortunately, it's come up dry, but that is a beautiful
Well, there's
break.
no big shot on the one here, so that's good. Back on the other table, on the hill, Justin has really tried to put Sean Budd in a tough snooker there, but he's left him a shot on the one, and Sean's just shot it beautifully off the back rail, which is a really nice shot to see. He's got a shot on the 2 as well. But that's not here. That's somewhere else. Let's see what Macky does with this one ball.
Got some safety options available. And I mean, he's fluked the one.
I think he's got a little bit lucky safe there.
He's fluked the one.
A little bit of a lucky
save.
save.
The one back into the corner. So dry break leading to this humongous safety here. So he'll come off the cushion here and come straight onto the one. He's got
it. But he's left it over the pocket. Right over the pocket.
That is a phenomenal shot. Come off the cushion, hit the other cushion.
I know.
Grazed the one.
It was a fantastic shot. And I reckon just another hair and that would have dropped in. Very, very skillful shot, but just unlucky there.
That is a phenomenal shot from Chris Calabrese. Now, Macky Antony can't play safe no more. Needs to figure out the perfect lineup for this 2-ball. And given where the 3 is, if they're 3 and the 4, he's got a 2-ball plant there. He wants to work closely, so he'll need to come a couple of rails here. This is a very funny angle that he's aiming for. He wants to avoid it all and just land plumb on this 10. So probably play a lot of right-hand side of this.
How does he want to get on this 2-ball? I mean, does he want to come around and go shoot the 2-ball? He's miscued.
No.
He's miscued. So this is a big chance for Chris here.
Here it is.
Massive chance for Chris.
Chris Calabrese with a chance now to come back.
The 3 onto the 4, I think, is a possible plant there. So that's sort of taken care of, I think, from where we're sat. 1 to the 2. Let's see how this goes. Okay, well, he's going to shoot the 2 into the bottom pocket now. I think the 6 might be in the way, so
this was the key thing, just why Macky was trying to pay more attention to where he was going.
2 in the middle might have been a little bit better here, to come around a little bit more and shoot this 2 in the middle with a bit of to move on for the 3 onto the 4. But so he is going for the middle. He's playing safe. Here we go. He's had to, I think, through bad position.
Well, again, this is why Macky was paying attention a lot to that last ball, to that one in the corner, because he needed to come around a couple of cushions. So,
yeah.
I mean, he's locked him up, which is absolutely...
It was a good shot. You can't take anything away from him from that
No.
safety. That was a lovely safety there.
So now the question then comes to Macky. Do you try to attempt this, play with a lot of left-hand side and come around, passing the 5 and kick into the 2, or do you just do an intentional foul and let Chris Calabrese go to work? This is the absolute question of what he needs to do here. I think he's better off he actually tries to go for it. In the worst case scenario on there, you know, he'll leave it Chris with a very tough way to get onto that 2 and keep him safe. Yeah, I think that's the best result, really. Even though it was a foul, I
think he's done the right thing, because he's not left it covered up like it was before. Which, to be honest, if he'd have missed it, Chris would have left it covered up and clipped off it, and then probably put him in a second foul then, and made it just as hard for him to get out of that third foul. So
absolutely,
I think he's done a good job there. Open it up.
Yeah, I mean, here comes Chris.
And this foul, this 3 foul thing that's finished for now.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean? Chris is not going to try and play on that anymore. Now the balls have been opened up.
So I need to just squeeze this past the 9. Oh, and forget about squeezing. He's just done an absolute pearl of a shot. Landed plumb on this 5. So another screw back here. Just make sure he's online. 7's in a peculiar area. They need to negotiate. Now, this is probably what he was trying earlier, just to come around the angles.
I think he might try and come around for the blue 7 ball in the same pocket, or just might tap it in and have the blue in the middle pocket. We'll see. Oh no, he's going in the corner pocket. Lovely, beautiful. So we've got to get back to this black now from this shot. So it's going to take a little bit of screw here, but he's looking comfortable.
This looks like a done dinner right here.
He's not even put too much action on that at all. It's not a hard shot though.
Just needs to pop in and pop out.
Yeah,
here.
2 cushions here.
Beautiful.
Oh no,
Pop
one
in.
with a bit of check.
That's right. Pop in and pop out. Now I need to just reverse this back into the corner. There we go. And
minimal Chris.
Just making
minimal
it look,
Chris.
Just making it look easy.
I think the best pull looks minimal, and that's 2-2. Chris Calabrese making it 2-2 there, and making it look as easy as absolutely 2-2, Chris. But that's where we are. Chris Calabrese asking us if we're on the scores. We are.
So just for everyone online on here, we've got a special little promotion we're doing at the moment. We've been doing it all for the Sydney 10 Ball Masters. We're currently doing a raffle at the moment. So if you want in, please contact Marvin on Facebook. Today what we're doing is that we're going to be raffling off, by the finals, we're going to be raffling off free Predator items, thanks to Predator Qs.
Wow.
Who have sponsored us.
Oh, nice of Predators to come to the party there, haven't they?
So the Predator Q packages, the first prize will be the Icon free, the Q itself, which is actually worth $2,000.
$2,000. That's a lot of money for a Q right there.
Unbelievable.
I mean, just buy a ticket. If you can afford to pay for a queue, or you can afford to have a queue in your life that, then why not just buy a ticket and just get in there, have a chance to just win a queue of this caliber?
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Exactly right. And then the other prize that we'll be giving out is one of the new Predator Urban cases, which we'll have an ad sometime soon, which will have that in tail. So keen for you guys, if you're keen to obviously get that.
Yep.
We are currently raffling 1 ticket for $10.
Yep.
3 tickets for $20.
Okay.
10 tickets for $50, and 25 tickets for $100.
25 tickets for $100. That's pretty cool, because I mean, what you're going to win, what the money you're going to get back is going to be way above that. Now look at Chris Calabrese going off here. He's raffling himself right here, not just the raffle that we were talking about for Tempin for Q World, but
that's right.
He's raffling his own standards up here.
That's right.
He's on the 5. He's got to go to this green 6. Beautiful little touch there. He's got a good touch, doesn't he?
He does.
This is a snooker background coming into him.
Absolutely. So, look, if you are keen in the raffle itself, we are offering it to everyone here in at Tenpin City here.
Yes.
But we do offer it to everyone online as well. So if you're watching and you want in on that competition on there, please message Marvin Monsoon, and he will take all your ticket raffles. Remember, they do close before we actually get into the finals, so get your tickets in as soon as possible.
Do that and get your chances to win these fabulous prizes given to us by Predator. That's absolutely great. I mean, I might buy a few tickets. Well, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Who knows?
Who knows?
But Chris on the black here, he's lifted himself there's an angle off this black that like suggests he's going to sort of go up the table. I think you might want to check off a cushion here to try and keep himself around about this 9 ball, or maybe a little screw off 2 cushions to keep himself.
He's playing this with a lot of right-hand side.
Can he do this gentle? Can he?
No, I don't
he's
think
going around the table. I thought he would.
And it's spud back.
Look at this. Look at this.
What a shot.
Oh, cheeky little bugger.
Look at that shot.
He's all right. He's done it with pace. He had to, because I didn't think there was any gentle way he could still carry on that 9.
And just breaking news.
Beautiful. Oh, look. Just hang on. What's going on here?
Oh, this is a toughie.
He's shaking his head now. I think he can cut this back in this pocket, can he?
Yeah.
Can he cut this back in here? We're talking to Jake Stone. Jake's on the next table. Can he cut that? Can you reckon he can cut that back in here, Jake? Jake's saying he could. Well, let's have a look. I think he's going to try and cut this back. Big shot.
All right, so some breaking news. Oh, I told you it was a tough one. I told you it was a tough one.
By a country mile.
I told you it was a tough one. Don't believe it when you see on the cameras.
Well,
those 50-50 angles are not easy.
No, they're not. And I'm going to keep my voice down now because Chris has just come and sat next to me.
That's right.
And so I don't want to talk about how much of a bad shot that was.
Just for everyone at home, the breaking news: Justin through to the next round.
Justin has beat
7-6. So just getting through. Barry is playing Andy Nguyen on table number 1. And Barry's up 3 games to 2.
Oh, Barry's winning over there against Nugent. Okay, Andy Nguyen. That's brilliant.
On table number 7, we've got the young maestro himself, Danny Stone, against Chris the King Kovacs. And unfortunately for all the Danny Stone fans out there, he's currently trailing 3 games to 1.
He is not.
He is.
Danny Stone is down against the Kovacs. I don't believe this.
So
brilliant
we
stuff.
We may have some upsets coming up very quickly.
Some upsets will be great because you never can do with. Honestly, a few upsets are absolutely fantastic in this kind of arena. So we've got 3-2. Macky's up 3-2 against the great Chris Calabrese here.
That's right.
He kind of, look, I won't lie, he kind of chopped up that. Chris kind of chopped up that last run out, didn't he?
The problem is with that angle is anything can happen, and you have to.
But that angle, but he shouldn't have left himself in that angle in the first place. That was what That was very unlike Chris. You know how we see these adverts on TV? That's very That's very uninsurancy. Well, that was very un-Calabrese. You know what I mean?
And oh my goodness, what a lock-up! Playing a very smart shot there, Macky Antony there. Very, very smart shot.
I think he's just got a little bit of a taste of a good thing. He wants to keep it on his side, He's 3-2 up against Chris. He just wants to keep this lead now. Chris has got out there. He's potted the ball in the middle there. It's not what he went for. He sent him back in. Macky sent him straight back in because he's on the 2 ball on the bottom cushion. So he's calling this in. He's calling this in the bottom pocket, I think. He's going to go 1 cushion. So what we're looking at, a cut along the rail here? This could be fun. He's called it in the corner and he is doing it again there. Here we go. This will be interesting. Good on him. Was unlucky. Unlucky that he didn't leave himself a little safe finish there, but between the sort of green, the 9 and the 10. That would have been nice if the one ball had stayed behind them balls and he'd left him a little cheeky snooker, but he didn't do that. That's all good.
No, look, I think at the end of the day, I think you're at this stage now. If you're at this stage of the game, you're not looking here to get a free foul rule. You're here to try to obviously go for it. So
Absolutely.
If you got an opportunity, you're going for it. You're playing positive pool.
Well, I think he was going for it. I think he called the shot in. I think he was going for that, but on the sideline he could have left himself a little lucky snooker.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! With authority, just absolutely pile drive that 2 ball right into the middle there. Absolutely unbelievable. That is a disgusting shot there from Macky Antony. Absolutely pile driving that 2 ball into the middle, opening up this little cluster and getting a great look on this free ball. Unbelievable.
He did step in with a bit of authority there, didn't he? But you know what? I mean, look, when the S hits the F, that's what you got to do. On this stage of a competition, we've got some of the country's best players playing in this room right now.
That's right.
Especially New South Wales' very best players.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. You got to step in. You got to take authority. You got to grab that rein. You got to grab that horse by the reins.
Absolutely.
And you got to steer that ship.
Macky was trying to go for a safety there. Tried to bring the white ball across to the 7 and maybe even get a lucky piece on the carom. Sorry for the drum beats in the background there.
Drum beat. I tell you what, we just had Todd from B Live telling me, don't drum your pencils on the table, Jamie, because it's picked up by the microphones.
Todd has to deal with a lot. I mean, he's already dealing with the fact I'm sitting here with sunglasses inside, and now you've got you drumming.
Where's my sunglasses? I want sunglasses. I want to be like a rock star.
Come on.
Look at this. Hang on. Where's his side going to go? I thought, do you know what? I thought that side was just going to kick in and go behind that blue ball there.
He knows that was a great opportunity. It wasn't the fact of the free ball. It was the fact that the free could cannon onto the 10 very easily. So he's missed an opportunity there to get a good easy starter. But that's okay. He's got some options here. But he's going to call it 10 here. I believe he's calling the 10.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Just hit the right hand side of the free ball.
Oh, look at that. He's got that 10.
There it is.
Beautiful.
And he played it with authority. My goodness. He's left it free. If that had dropped, that would have been chaos. That would have been very unlucky, because then Chris would have had an opportunity to come and pot this.
Absolutely. So we're not talking 9 ball here. Of course, this is 10 ball. So when you pop the 10 ball, it gets respotted. It's correct. Not like the 9 ball game where you win the game.
That's right.
Just to reiterate that to some players or fans or people that might be watching,
Absolutely.
These are the rules of 10 ball.
Absolutely.
It's a cool shot, not like 9 ball. And if you pop any ball out of turn, you can either send your opponent back in, or you can take the shot yourself. And if the 10 ball goes off the break or out of turn, it gets respotted. So Macky just pointing to where he wanted the white to go to there, but hasn't gone quite as what he wanted. However,
very tough to obviously land there in terms of where he wanted to be exactly, given that he had to screw back on this 4. But possible safety coming to land right behind the 9 here. This could be the opportunity that Macky's looking for to continue the pressure. Oh, and he's got it. What a disgusting shot.
Look at that.
What an absolutely disgusting shot to bring behind there. We want to thank everyone that's online at the moment. If you are loving what you're seeing on there, love for you to actually take the time to share the broadcast and share it with your friends and other pool community members that we have on there. we've got some people already on, and we're going to start reading them out. So, Jamie, over to you, my brother.
Jamie Cullinan from Ireland, all the way from Ireland. I gotta love this guy. This guy has been one of the most influential, funny. What's the word where you've this guy's got chemistry with everyone. One of the most loveliest guys to be on the Sydney pool scene since departed. We won't go into that. But what a great chap! And I tell you what, always love seeing that guy's name up on the screen, and always love hearing from him. And his life's brilliant now over in Ireland.
Oh, really?
Look at me stammering but fantastic chap. We've got James Georgiadis. Thank you.
The Showboat. How are you, brother?
Mate, we have talked about your name so many times, haven't we? I always mess it up. Every time I just messed it up again. But do you know what? That guy's a really good golfer.
Yeah.
That'll make him laugh when I say that.
Oh,
look at that.
And again, look, he's worked the angles to bring that up.
Macky smacking that around the table, straight into the middle pocket.
Unfortunately, he didn't get the pot, but he worked it absolutely plumb for the 6-ball here. What a great shot. Unlucky result, though.
Well, I think Chris has got a chance here. A little bit of right-hand side to come up the table. Doesn't clip into the black, which is good.
This is another golden opportunity for Chris to level this up.
Nice. Don't come too far. He might have to go around the angles now. Let's see. I'm not sure from where we are what the angle that he's got, but he might have to go sort of 3 cushions here, I reckon. No, he's not. He's screwing.
He's screwed back here.
He's all right. He's all right.
He's in the right window here. So this is all about touch here.
We've got Alex Rendell. We've got Edward Hoffman. How are you?
Yes.
Simon Felice, but he's in the room. Doesn't matter. Des Perwa.
How are you? Des very unlucky. Des with the shootout. He was in the group stages yesterday, and he was in a shootout, a 4-way shootout, and came up short. So unfortunate, buddy.
Here we go. Chris potting that to make it 3-3. The white not going into the pocket there. Although for a second I thought it might have been. 3-3, Chris's way. Well, nobody's way. But Adam Caldo saying, what a fluke. Yes, we get you, brother. And you know what? It's great match to watch so far. 3-3. Well, who do you see going the full distance here, Langer?
Look, the problem is with both players, they're both animals in their own right in terms of things. So, look, Macky's got obviously a lot of unknown shots that most players won't see, but Chris himself, you can see he's been given an opportunity and he's punished straight away. I'm starting to see some issues in some of Macky's shooting and choices. I'm thinking Chris will make this through. So
you reckon?
It'll be a tight one, but I think Macky will make a mistake, and Chris will come through. Quick one here, Stephen Paulini, mate. Thank you for watching the live stream.
Oh,
thanks so much.
Coming over from America.
Yeah, so I hope everything. What time is it in America now?
I don't know. Stephen, give us a bit more, Stephen Poloni, give us a little bit more info of where you are in America, what time it is, and why are you watching us, brother?
Yeah,
this is brilliant. We're happy to have you. It's fabulous. Lewis Kondo, one of the biggest names in Australian pool.
That's right.
Everyone knows Lewis Kondo. Although I've never actually chatted to the guy myself, it's a name that you hear many times on the pool circuit.
A gentleman and a scholar. That's as much as I will say in terms of it. A gentleman and scholar. Lewis, hope everything's doing well, mate. Hopefully we get a chance to meet up again at another event. To my brother in New Zealand, to my other brother, Jonathan Taylor-Made. Shout outs to you, my brother. I haven't seen you in a while, and I miss you, mate. And we all miss you here in the Sydney pool scene, buddy. So hope you're doing well.
We've got Rakesh Bunga listening to the game now and watching the game live. He's asking, is Chris Calabrese related to Vinny? Somebody's asking.
Let me just
is Chris related to Vinny? I think that's true. Yes,
no,
they are.
I think the real answer to your question, Rakesh, is it's not that Vinny's related to Chris is related to Vinny. It's Vinny that's related to Chris.
Chris taught Vinny everything he knew.
Right.
Chris is Vinny's older brother, and probably the first one to get a 147 out of the both of them.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
yeah, they are related.
Yep.
I think when you've got two people called Calabrese in Australia with such a low population and such a small snooker and pool scene, when you've got two brothers with the same name that are so high, I think you have to sort of assume that they're related.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
So back at this, and got two options here. You can play a little safety, and he has.
But has he got lucky there? A little kiss off the 10. I think has sent him a little bit safe there.
That's a great shot there from.
No, he's tight behind that orange ball. That's beautiful.
You see, the key thing with that shot is he had two options. He can either play two-ball plant, which would be risky, or would have gone here, and we're going for a dragon free cushion escape here. Look at this. Off two jaws, off that point right there on the cushion. We call this a dragon free cushion shot here. Straight off the jaws of the dragon here.
Here we go. Look at this. Unlucky.
Very close.
The breeze has missed it by a breeze.
Oh my goodness. That is a great attempt. Free cushions and come and clip it on the way out. That is a great attempt from Chris Calabrese. Want to shout out to Daryl Gable. He's from Georgia. So from Georgia himself. Thank you, Daryl. Part of the Chalk It Up Billiards group. And we appreciate you watching the stream, and we hope that you're enjoying it on there. And we hope that you get to share it with all your friends and your associations there in Georgia.
Too right. Daryl, we've got the man before.
Yes.
This is absolutely fantastic. We've got people from America watching right here. We've got 78 people live right now watching. Daryl, thank you so much. Well, 81, 79. I mean, this is going up and down. This is absolutely fantastic. Thank you for everyone that's watching this outside and inside Australia.
Absolutely.
We really, really honour your viewing of this event.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much.
And that was a great setup for the two. It was a tight window, but he was able to set it up. And this is now routine. Oh, no.
What's happening here? It's all right. It's going to have to little bridge a bit over this 6 ball to get to the 4, but maybe one cushion back over for the 5. But how's he going to get into this 6? I think he's going to have to screw off the cushion to get into the 6. So just a little touch here to come back into the middle of the table.
Now, the key thing for everyone that's watching on this kind of shot is you must obviously aim steadily.
Oh, we can look at it. We've got Clint in McLeod, Oklahoma. Clint, how are you, brother? How are you?
Welcome to the broadcast, Clint.
Yes.
But the key thing with this kind of shot, stay steady and give
That's
it to
a nice
a shot.
shot.
And that's a great attempt.
Now, so we're looking at the orange ball next,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So he's going to have to put a bit of bottom right-hand side on this to try and hook this off one cushion back into this green ball 6. And it's not an easy shot. It's not an easy shot.
Fortunately, he's got the 8 there. So
Look,
if he can just clip the 8.
Even if he hit the 8 first,
right.
then he's going to go into the 10 or the 6. It's going to give him a chance.
Absolutely. So
let's see what he does here. But you know what? This is absolutely fantastic to get some of our international viewers listening to us. And we thank you so much for coming in and watching this event.
absolutely.
Has he got it? Oh, he's got it.
He's
Hang
got
on.
the
What
pod.
can he do with this, though?
Well, look, he was trying to fit it through. And
Can he get that in the middle pocket? I'm not sure he can from where we're sat.
Look, looking at the angle and whatnot, there are two options here. It's got a nice. If you're watching it from the stream, you've got a bird's eye view of the angle itself, and looking at where it is, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfectly plumb. So what a great shot there from Macky Antony, showing some great skill here.
We've got a few people. We've got our friend just back there talking about TJ Van Bloem.
Yep.
That's a foul, he said. He moved it with a tip, which means the cue ball had forward movement. Well, I'm not sure.
No.
Look, I'm not sure the shot he was talking about right there.
That was when he had ball in hand. So, no, I don't think he moved it with the tip. I do think he moved it with the cue on there. I don't think he moved it with the tip. We do have someone watching on the side, a judge, so didn't make the call in terms of that foul.
Jamie Cullen, USA, that's brilliant. Edward, thank you so much. Clint, you know what? That's all right for the shout out. We love you. Do you know what? And we love the fact that people just like you, Clint, Rackham tight, are watching us from other places in the world. And Diana Asset Marino in Clute, Texas, we're so glad that you're watching too. And keep on watching. Forward this to your friends, share it with your friends, and come and watch Australian pool live as it happens from Sydney here at Tenpin City, and let's see how the rest of this match goes. You know what? I've missed who won the last frame. It was 3-3.
It was Macky. Antony.
Macky's 4-3 ahead.
That's right.
So we've got the Filipino 4-3 against Chris Calabrese. Let me tell you, some of you guys in in America. So we've got Chris Calabrese, the guy who's just broke there, right? His brother's a professional pool player, or has been on and off. So is Chris, and his brother's also been a professional snooker player. Chris's brother got fifth in the American Open, didn't he? The US Open. He came fifth about 3 years ago.
Yep.
These two brothers, Chris, who's playing right now, and his brother, who has tours around the world and plays pool and snooker, are both formidable players. Formidable. Everyone knows about them on the scene in Australia, and they're known. And especially this guy's brother is very known in America. Just to let you American players know, these guys are some of the best in this country that it has to offer, aren't they, Langer?
Yeah, and look, I think what you've got is we've got the top 16 groups here. So obviously there is a lot going on in terms of the pool scene, and we hope that you get to watch a lot of the other matches. We'll be broadcasting a lot of the other matches coming up very soon. But you'll get to see a lot of others. You've got Justin, who's our number one player in Australia.
Yes, he is.
So he's playing here today. We've got Marco Tuccio, who's from New Zealand. So we've got a bit of exposure everywhere here. And
absolutely.
The main thing for us is, that's a great shot there, coming off two rails and clipping the one. So look, we've got a lot of players, but with the Calabrese family, it's been running in the family. So these guys are phenomenal players. And we hope that obviously these kind of videos and broadcasts with the Calabrese brothers will show some great skill in the pool scene.
Absolutely. TJ Van Bloem was saying that he's in Michigan, and we got our Archie Luminari's watching. Edward Hoffman saying no average donkeys here. These guys shoot sport. Shoot sporty. Got Dean O'Connell's watching. It's always great to have as many viewers as you can watching this live stream. The score's currently 4-3 in the way of I think it's in the way of Chris Calabrese, isn't it? 4-3.
No,
Macky. Sorry, Mackie's up 4-3. We've got Barry is 4-3 also up on the other table against Andy Nguyen, which is good. They look like they're finishing up the game over there, are they? I don't know. I need to. What was it a race to?
So that was a great shot. I mean, if everyone was watching that one ball, potting the one ball and then opening the free ball, very smart shot there from Chris. I mean, it's fortunate he gave him the angle. He's punishing the error made here by Macky Antony. He needs to continue, and he's going to play some right hand side to this to get that lovely position on the 5. Just needs to float over now. Got a 7. So I just need to float over to the other side here. It's nicely weighted. Just showing some great skill here. Just need to get away from this 10.
Look at this.
Now for me, there are two ways about this. You can play this simply by just popping in and out.
Well, look, he can play with a bit of left-hand side, but he doesn't want to leave himself too straight. Although, if he does, it doesn't matter. He's got the middle pocket to go for.
That's right.
So he's playing a bit of left-hand side, but that doesn't matter. He can just drop it in and then leave himself the middle pocket for the 10. That's fine.
That's a beautiful shot there. And now, just a little stunner. That's a great shot there. And the 10 in the middle. So, looking to level this up in this race to 7. 4-all. Leveling this up.
We've got Stuart the Rack Runner Rogers, the owner of the whole company that is putting on this whole event, standing right beside me, showing me how many people are looking up looking up this event right now and watching live. And I tell you what, Stuart, we are talking to some of these players, and they're in America, they're in all kinds of countries. This is really good. Stuart?
Yeah, it's great to see.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got people in Michigan, we've got people in Ohio.
Seattle. Edward Hoffman. Is that a relation to Margaret, I wonder? From I met her at the BCA, actually. Yeah,
really?
A couple of years ago. Yeah, really nice lady.
Okay. Well, it's asking a question there about... we'll get to the comments in a moment, but we wanted to obviously bring you over to the booth because we wanted to mention a couple of the big ticket items that we were talking about a bit earlier.
Yeah.
So we were talking about...
the raffles.
We were talking about the Matchroom Sports, multi-sports. We were talking about the Predator, CSI, World 10 Ball, and a lot of other things. But wanted to obviously get it from the horse's mouth, as you are running Q World and whatnot.
But he's no horse. He's certainly no horse, but we will hear from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
So we wanted to know, Matchroom Sport, what's the association with us? What do we have planned, and what's coming up that we can obviously tell to people online?
Oh, okay. So we will be running the US Open qualifier early next year, probably January.
That's great.
So dates aren't quite confirmed, but we're just still working out a few other details. But that will be for Australian residents only. That is one stipulation that we have put in.
Yes.
Reason being is we want to be able to send a representative from Australia to that.
Of course.
There is a couple of other events that we are looking at that aren't quite 100% confirmed, but one I have had an initial discussion with is I was over at Vegas for the BCA World Championships. There was also the World 10 Ball. And
When was that, Stuart?
that was in July.
Okay.
In July, yeah. So came back from there, had a good trip, and was fortunate enough to meet, a lot of people over there in the game, like the real big players, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, big from the companies that are involved.
Yeah, I met up with Emily from Matchroom, met up with Karim from Predator, who I've known for quite a few years.
Yeah.
And he's asked us to run the World 10 Ball qualifier for Australia.
Wow, so their support with you and Q World in Australia is very much as strong as it's ever been.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's actually bigger and better things coming up if I can get them across the line. But the World 10 Ball, that will be invitation only. That will be a one-day event, and that will be tacked on to the event for the US Open. So
that's fantastic.
So temporarily at the moment, I guess, pencil it in, Australia Day weekend.
Watch this space, and if people keep logging on to and following Q World, they'll be able to find out about these fantastic events that are coming along that are affecting the whole pool community sort of internationally.
And in Sydney.
Yep.
Where should they look to follow?
Well, yeah, obviously the QWorld page on Facebook's probably the easiest. You can also go to qworld.com.au, which is our online store, and you've also got qworldevents.com.au, which is where we put all our events. So we're just working on our marketing program. Obviously, Darren Appleton has now joined our team.
The next question.
Yeah, so everyone's been asking me when's he coming out to Australia and all the rest of it.
You got to fly him out, brother.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to make some more money before I do that. But Darren's a great guy. Had a really good chat to him in Vegas, and we signed a sort of an exclusive arrangement. He will be doing a very, very special clinic for our Diamond League players.
Really?
When we go to Vegas in March.
That's pretty cool.
So we've organised that, and actually Darren will be joining us on the stream today.
Yes.
So he'll be joining us and sharing it on his page at probably about 6 o'clock this evening, which will be about 9 o'clock his time in the morning, so he can get out of his PJs and get his coffee and be ready to join us.
Oh, look at this. Chris just running out beautifully as we're talking here. Here was us involved in other stuff, talking about other stuff, and Chris just running out casually in the background. So as Chris is taking out another frame, I think 4-4 he's made that, has he?
Well, and that's why they call him Chris Calabrese. He makes it look so easy, That's all. That's what Chris is all about. Yeah, so it's 5-4.
Calabrese.
That's it. Chris is an excellent player. Been around the game for a long time.
Of course. 147 at snooker. Not many people can say that about themselves. I think there's only 2 people in the room today that can say that about themselves.
Now, obviously,
They've had a 147.
Now, obviously, we've got the Matchroom Multisport. We've got
Yep.
Darren Appleton, which is
Yep.
huge for us here. What about Predator? I mean, they've been a big supporter of Diamond League for a long
Yeah,
time
they have.
now.
They've been a sponsor for ours for probably almost 10 years.
What can you say in terms of some big events that we have through them, through Predator and CSI?
Well, I think the thing is that CSI have teamed up with Predator to run the World 10 Ball, which was great to see at the BCA World Championships. And so what they've asked us to do is to run a qualifier for Australia. So that will be exciting to run that. And that, as I said, that will be invitation only. We haven't quite worked out. We're waiting on a few more details from the guys at CSI and Predator.
Yep.
Once we've ironed out those details, we'll be able to give a bit more information. But that will be invite only. It won't be just pay your money and play. It will be, you will receive a letter to invite you
golden
specifically.
ticket.
So you've got to be pretty
Do I have
good
to
to
dress
play.
up? Do I have to dress up in a tuxedo and deliver it?
No, you won't be invited.
We were actually going to talk to Todd to see if we were actually going to talk to Todd and see if we could get a cheap deal out of him where he could follow us around as we're handing out the letters and handing him, knocking on people's doors and saying, "Congratulations, you've been invited to the World 10 Ball qualifier
Mr.
in
Wonka.
Australia."
Mr. Wonka is waiting for you.
Yeah, Willy Wonka. Here he is, Langer Wonka Solifoni.
Wonka, eh? That's the nicest word I've ever heard him called. Gold ticket.
But it's a great event. And, we're really looking forward to being a part of it. And as you said, Langer, before, Predator have been a great supporter of Diamond League. They've been a supporter of Q World.
Yep.
And they're a really good bunch of people.
Yeah.
And, very fortunate to have built that relationship over the years. And, thanks to all our loyal Predator fans and,
I'd say
loyal,
so too.
loyal Predator customers, who buy their
Yes.
product and... and get behind it, And I know a lot of people have bought the Revo shaft, and it's a great bit of kit.
Yeah.
And so thanks a lot to Predator and Kamui as well.
Yep.
They've always supported us. They've got a great range of products, and they are a supporter of not only the Diamond League but also the Q World events, and they support the industry that they're in.
Sure. With the 10 ball, Sydney 10 ball Masters, and we've talked about it a bit earlier. We've got the Triple Crown events, the 9 ball, the 8 ball, and 8 ball coming up in November. How have you found the 10 ball in terms of the event itself?
I'll look at that for a little.
That's a great.
Yeah, that's a nice safety there from Chris.
Chris putting that 3 behind the ball there.
Yep. Hopefully, they don't get called over to referee anything. Zoom in there,
Todd,
young fella.
Todd, if we can get
The 10 ball.
Yes.
Look, we didn't get as many runners as we liked, but what I would say is the quality of the field is excellent.
Yes.
There's only probably a few big names that are missing, and I'm really happy with who has turned up and put their name in it. 10 ball's a bit of a different game. A lot of our players, especially our league players, which we have a big base of players, don't play 10 ball traditionally. Obviously, you don't play 10 ball and 9 ball on the 7-footers, but
It's more of a skilled game, though, Stuart, isn't it?
I love it. I think it's an absolutely brilliant game.
More of a skilled game.
I actually enjoy it more than 9 ball, most definitely.
I think so too.
And I haven't played a lot of 10 ball, but yeah, from what I've played and seen, I think it's definitely the sport and the discipline that the pros like to play.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's actually drawn out some of the better players, like Sean Budd. It was great for him to come out and play, and he had a hill match against Justin.
Absolutely.
For everyone online who's from America and you don't know who Sean Budd is, may suggest even look at his Wikipedia
just
page.
Google him.
Yeah,
Google
Google him because he is
Bud,
legend.
B-U-D-D with Sean
right.
with a U, with a W, not a U.
SHAWN.
W-N. Sean Budd. He's one of the best, pretty much one of the best players that this country's ever produced into the world in terms of pool and snooker. The guy's fantastic. Awesome coverage and commentary, guys. Well done, Stu, and everyone involved. Australian pool is in good hands, thanks to you guys. Thanks, Luke Green.
Yeah,
what a lovely thing to say about you
Luke,
guys.
Luke, well, it's not just me; it's all of you guys. It's a team. It's a team, mate. It's a team. And Luke's one of the boys who plays up in the Hunter, and he's played in the Diamond League a few times. So he's a good player. So thanks for that, Luke. Cheers, mate. Good on you. Jamie Cullinan, the 45-point king. There he is.
There he is. Jamie
what's the
just
score
How many beers have you had,
Kovacs?
Jamie?
on the other side there, on the other side of the room.
What's the score between Kovacs and Danny? We're
Well,
not sure. We're not
before
sure.
the last-
Look at that double. That was lovely by Chris.
Touch.
Look, Cullen, and we're going to look into that.
Jamie, just to let you know, earlier we were updating it that Danny Stone was behind. The score right now is 5 to Danny.
Yeah,
and
4 to
4 to
Kovacs.
Kovacs. So it's
Kovacs
good.
obviously hasn't had enough beers yet. We need to call his sponsor to his extra dry.
And what a shot. That was a great double, and he held it perfectly for the black there.
Mate.
And
Oh,
it
look
was
at
just
this. Chris, totally cool under pressure.
Easy,
Absolutely
peasy,
beautiful.
Calabrese. My goodness.
So he's going up 6-4.
On the hill now.
Well done, Chris. Real quality
6-4.
player.
Brilliant, brilliant.
The thing with that is there's not many players that can have that kind of control on
Nice
the
shooting,
white.
Reece.
Not many players can have control on that white ball like Chris does.
I
and
mean,
that's just
if I look around the room, there's probably about 40 odd people here live watching. You know, you've got the fishbowl, up the top there, where a lot of people go sit up there and watch. You got them standing on the stairs.
Yeah.
You've got them all over here near the cameras, and Todd and the guys have put another camera in that give us that additional over-the-top camera angle, which
Absolutely.
I think that's added a little extra. It's a bit easier for you guys to
100%.
see the patterns, and also for the viewers as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, look, for everyone that's in the US and whatnot that have been on there, like I said, we'll be there at the next year's BCA World Championships. So, we'd love to obviously see you guys down there. We'll be bringing a lot of our players from the Diamond League and those that you see on the broadcast. So, please feel free to come and say hello to us when we're in Las Vegas next year.
Please
March
do.
2020.
Yes, that's going to be one hell of a trip.
Oh, mate. I've already lined up life insurance just in case.
Actually,
something-
I'm actually a little bit concerned because I've come onto the commentary at a point where we had 118 followers.
now
Now
it's
it's only down to 85.
No, don't be
So
silly, Stuart.
I'm not sure if I've
no.
put the guys off, maybe
Hey,
because we haven't been commentating too
Don't
much.
shy away, everyone. You're listening to the guy who owns the company
Right,
here.
that's
Come
right.
on.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Chris is pushing out here off the break. Just going to leave a long shot here for young Macky and just say, all right, have a go.
I snookered him here, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's just going to send him right back in. There he goes.
Of course he
back
would.
down.
But I think Chris is pretty confident. You know, he probably knew what was going to happen, so he went, well, I'll give myself the best chance at it. I think if we see the top view there, Todd, we'd be able to see that a bit better.
I think a kick and stick behind this one is going to send the one around the table. Where the one's going to land, I'm not.
Wouldn't surprise me you'd call it. He's just that sort of player.
We'll just get behind that one
Yes.
and send it away, keeping the white in the same place. But where's the one going to go? Let's see.
Yeah, he's gone to go in behind
Oh,
the two,
my
and he's pushed it
goodness.
down over
Okay,
there.
he's got
What?
lucky there. He's got good. He's got good.
No, he didn't get lucky.
That's
I
not
wouldn't
say
lucky.
lucky.
That's-
He was definitely
that
playing
is-
for that.
That is.
He
that
was,
is
I think he was trying to keep it behind the
phenomenal
two if he could to lock him up even more. But
That is-
that was a great shot.
shot. That is unbelievable. What a touch and what a find in terms of getting that safety.
Guys, if you like the stream and you appreciate the commentary from the guys, make sure you like it and share it. Check us out on the QL page.
Now he's going to have to go hitting two cushions and come on a wide angle here to this one. He's going to play with pace. And he's got, and then look at this result.
There you go, a bit of Filipino magic there.
That is just unbelievable. He's just said, I see your racer, and I raise you again. Look at this.
I see you, baby.
That's it. This is just an unbelievable technical matchup here. It's at a critical junction point right now for Macky. Needs to get one back.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Oh.
Nice shot. If he's left it safe, which he has,
He still has
I think it was a
I don't-
50-50 shot.
I don't think he can pop this.
I think he's still on. It's not potable, but he still can see a bit of the one. You probably clip it, go on the rail and kick out. Just clip it on the way out. You just need a kick here. I believe it's a kick. Oh, he's going the other way. Oh, he's playing an intentional foul. He's played an intentional foul here. So he's played an intentional foul here to lock up the one. Chris.
What's Chris going to do here?
Well, since Macky's played an intentional foul, I believe we're about to see a stalemate soon in a moment.
Well, maybe Chris will just play an intentional foul right back here.
That's right. I don't think we're going to be moving anytime soon. This may require a re-rack, which luckily Stewart, the rack runner Rogers, is on site.
No, I don't think we're going to get ourselves into that kind of position just yet.
Oh, I don't want any of that business. I do enough. I don't need to go and ref everything.
So he's going to play the 5 a little bit closer here. Here we go. This is interesting.
He's locking it up.
And this is a stalemate. He's just stalemate, 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 stalemate. He's got a view here. I could just see this being just you know, smash it and get out of the way here. He's giving himself a chance.
So 5-4 to Chris Calabrese in a race to 7. 5-4. Macky opening things back up right here.
Well, you had to avoid the 3 fouls.
That's right.
So Chris really wants to get sort of, you know, 2 more frames up his sleeve. Macky wants to conserve stuff as much as he can and sort of, not conserve, but...
So just a quick score update, guys. I just had Simon walk around the room. So John Wims is up 6-2 to Hassan Kurd, and Barry's up 6-3 to Andy Newen. So both those lads are on the hill, ready to continue on their journey deeper into this tournament.
Wims up 6-2 against Hus Kurd. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's very strong. He's obviously been playing really tight, and maybe Huss has been a bit restricted in regards to what he's been able to do, because he breaks big and he pots well.
Well, there's Huss, a 147 player at snooker himself, just like we were talking about Chris right here, and Sean, who was here earlier, Sean Budd.
Yep. Just in answer to Danny Gilligan's comment about me yesterday when I was playing the qualifiers, he said, you know, you have to at least run a couple of racks to be called the rack runner. Mm-hmm. Well, just so you know, Danny, I did. So my name is still secure, mate. So, you know, bugger off.
That's it, see you later, mate. See you later. Back onto this action. Now, obviously, it's now going to be a tit-for-tat situation. And, oh, my... That is just... He's left an out here. You can call it a 10 here with the 1-10 combo. 10 will go back.
It doesn't count. 1-10 combo doesn't count.
I know. The 10 will go back on the spot.
Well, you can re-spock it and go back.
That's right.
That's what he'd be going for.
That's right.
I guess when you own the company, Stuart, you can call yourself what you want.
That's true. Well, you guys all called me the sheriff, and, you know, there's a few people that have seen the other side of the sheriff. They won't be returning to the Q World events.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have a selective memory when it comes to matters like this.
Oh, look at this. Unlucky.
Chris has gone for it. Oh, and he's actually left it up there for Macky. He's going to be able to take this, come around.
And this is the thing. The 1 will stop there, and will sit over the bag, and he'll have to just make sure he's not snookered, but I don't think it's possible from this angle. So here's the opportunity that Macky's been waiting for. He played a strategic shot first up for this reason.
He's playing the 10 ball in there, respotting it, having another good shot at the 1. Not too hard to get to the 2 from here. 3's on, past the 9. I think he's got it sorted here.
Right.
Yep.
5's going to be a little bit of a, you know, he just needs to get on that 5, but that's fine.
Look, I think when Chris unfortunately left that hanging up, he knew, he winced sort of thing, he walked away, he knew that this was probably an opportunity that Macky can take this and move through this frame.
All right, here we go. So, 2 ball in the corner. Just needs to hold up here for the 3 in the middle, and he's overshot the mark. That's okay.
Not too much, though.
May double this if he needs to.
No, he'll go around the angles.
And there it is. He's gone around the angles here.
Yep, he's come around nicely. Good line. Landed nice on the 4, and this gives him a good opportunity to... is he going to come underneath that 5, or is he just going to go straight into the 10-5? What do you think, Jamie?
Do you know what? I think he might go into them, or I think he might go a bit of left-hand side off 2 cushions, possibly. Let's see.
It's going straight
No,
into
I think he might just come over the other side of it. There we go.
Oh,
there we go. He just can't bounce too hard here. Yeah, he's got a shot.
It's great.
It's actually quite good because it gives him the natural path to get back up onto the 6.
That's right. There's even another
He would have liked that a little bit lower. He's going to probably play the combo, do you think, if that 6 doesn't go?
Yeah, and there'll be the part
Try and set himself up with the 6 for the next shot.
That's a key part here.
He didn't want that.
He wants to play it nice and central on the 9 so that the green stays not from flagging too much off the cushion. He wants to straighten that green up off the 9 towards the pocket. So he needs to play it centre ball.
Again, another critical moment here that is requiring Macky Antony's full attention.
And of course, he needs to keep the white under control right here.
It's very difficult.
So he doesn't lose that either.
It looks simple.
There we go. No,
he needs to hold up.
He's all right. He's all right.
Yeah, and that was the thing. It looks tough. It looks tougher than it looks.
Welcome to our viewers, Scotty Frost. We've got Will Yarn. We've got Jaden Thompson. We've got James Rainey. Trav McCleary. Zach Atherton. How are you, Zach?
This is a great recovery.
Jamie Cullen. No one has beaten Justin since I left the country. Looks like I'll need to come back. Good luck getting back.
Yep.
Says me. Wink, wink to you, Jamie.
Nudge, nudge.
I know. But
we'd love to have you back here, JC.
it would be lovely to see him again.
The only guy I ever knew who got a VB tattoo.
A VB tattoo?
Did he?
Wow.
Hello, Pinar, Jacob, Rob.
Trav McCleary, how are you, brother?
Jamie
Yeah, I think
Cullen.
Trav was playing the snooker today. That's why he wasn't here.
That's right. He wasn't.
Another good quality player.
I'm
Pinar actually jumps on and does some voluntary photography work for us.
right.
So thanks, Pinar.
Thanks for coming on, Ryan. Got a great crowd here still watching. They're all still keen here to watch some of the big action that is to come. And for people here, we've been asked the question, Sheriff, by someone on the chat. Who do we have lined up next? Should this obviously go?
Oh, the next match?
Yeah.
Yes, so I'll tell you. I've been talking to the mayor.
Oh, yes.
So it will be the winner between Barry and Andy and Kovacs and Danny Stone.
Oh, wow. So we've got a great
yeah.
power matchup.
Yeah, that's
lined
going
up
to be a
for
big
you.
match.
That's going to be a
Absolutely.
great power match.
I lost to Kovacs in
Yes.
my game.
Yes.
Someone put me on the roundabout table, so I enjoyed that immensely.
Thank you, Mayor.
No, it's not the mayor's fault. Not at all. Got to do what you got to do. You got to keep the tournament running.
That's right. So it's a dry break again. Dry break here, and unfortunately, Chris has been put back into silent mode.
One of the things I hate most about doing a beautiful break on a 7-foot table, and they all go everywhere, and then nothing goes in. It's gotta be one
Hello
of the-
to Simon and Oi. There, Quan. I think that is. I can't quite read that.
Simon Bennison, how are you, mate?
There's a lot of people coming online, and we welcome you all to our broadcast of the Sydney 10-ball Masters. That's
Absolutely. Welcome to Australia. Welcome to Lidcombe, Sydney. And you are watching the 10-ball Masters here live at Tenpin City.
brought to you by Q World, Predator, Kamui,
Yes.
and our guys here from Bree Live streaming.
And our host venue sponsor is Tenpin City, and Nat and Dean. They've always looked after us. They always make us feel welcome. We pretty much take over this whole part of the venue,
I personally
and
love
we're
it.
very, very fortunate.
But
Exactly.
it's good when we do take over that, isn't it, Stuart?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I personally am very thankful for their burgers and also the chips. So thank you very much, Annette. Love you long time. a lot of great action going on at the moment.
A few of their
Oh,
chips
and
being
there's-
eaten right now.
Jonathan,
won't lie.
that's a good question, Jonathan Barden, in regards to 10 ball. No, it's a called shot game. So, yes, it's rotational pool, so 1 through to 10, like 9 ball, but there's no flukes. There's no luck in the game. And there are a couple of little intricate rules around safety, or virtually no safety in the game. If your opponent knocks a ball in by luck, they then have the option, the opponent then has the opportunity to put you back in if they don't like where it is, or they can take from the table where they are. So, and there's also no early combinations on the 10 ball. The 10 ball must be potted last.
right.
So there is a little bit of a difference between 9 ball and 10 ball, but generally it's the same game, but it's a more higher skill game. And I think that actually speaks to the quality of the field that we've got here playing at the Sydney 10-ball Masters.
And oh my goodness, what an opportunity for Macky Antony. After Chris went for that kick shot, given ball in hand, Macky is back in the driver's seat. He could lock this up, take it to the hill. Simon Benison.
Simon Benison's watching from Spain, which actually reminds me, there's a beautiful little town that I love to go to in Spain called Benissa, which is kind of like your name, Simon. It's in the Costa Blanca. And then underneath, we've got Roland Menrath. He's saying hi from old Heidelberg. This is fantastic. We've got people all over watching us.
So to Simon, hola.
Chris Giovannis is watching. You know Chris Giovannis? One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in pool. I've always said it, and I always will.
Oh, look at this shot.
What a great shot by Macky, and actually one of the nicest guys, regardless of pool.
That's right. Again, this is the tricky part. He may
Hello, Blake. How are you, my man?
Ooh, no, I love you, Blake.
Oh, you're terrible, Jamie.
I know, but he's a good friend of mine. I'm just joking.
When are you going out to practice on his table again?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes he comes round to mine as well.
Oh, there you go. Simon says he's 10 miles.
Simon, ¿cómo
What?
estás?
So you must be near Morairo or Calpe then, Simon.
Wow. Bit of an update there, just quickly. So, upset, Muzz, Maya Elamari won his match against Travis Crawley. So I'm not sure what the score was, but well done, Muzz. Congratulations, mate. Yep. Muzz, I'm gonna put you on table 5.
Macky Antony with a great shot, and oh no, he's hooked himself. That was the biggest issue. It was either going to be an in-off.
He won that game 7-6.
What has he done?
He was either going to be going in-off or he's going to be hooked. So
Left himself right behind that 10 ball, which is very unlucky, isn't it? Simon Alritere, kid. He's on holiday from Newcastle in the UK. Well, the UK. Sorry, that was just putting on. That's how they talk in Newcastle.
Keep your day job.
Sorry, mate.
Keep your day job.
Sorry, mate.
So he's got an intentional foul here. I mean, there's no other way about this.
G'day, Oscar from Chicago.
No other way about this. He wanted to tie the 8 and the 7 together. So some key things here. Key things are going down on this. That was his opportunity to go hill.
Chris is cleaning that white ball there. He's going to put a bit of spin on this to get round to this next ball, the 7. Here we go. Oh, no, he's not. Sorry. He's just going to play it through. Nice. Doesn't want to give this too much, but he wants to stay on this 8 ball.
No, this is just bread and butter because unfortunately...
G'day, Trap. How are you, my man?
Unfortunately, he was not able to get the safety that he wanted. He didn't get the safety that he wanted. He wanted to tie up the 7 and the 8 together. So
welcome, Craig. Welcome, Danny Frazee.
So that's been very unlucky. But
Ash Walker, welcome to the arena, brother. Watching from the UK. Brilliant stuff.
Be great to see you, Cole, in November for the 8-ball Masters, my man. Make sure you bring all the Massey boys with you.
Chris coming around the angles there.
Yeah, Chris definitely knows how to get around the table, doesn't he?
He does.
Definitely his style.
Look at that. Very easy. Just need to drop this.
Yep, just come around. 10-ball up the top.
Craig Riley just logging on here. Craig Riley, welcome.
And that's a beautiful
shot. The Sea Bomber, as we call him.
Okay, great shot there.
All right.
Chris Calabrese taking it out. 7 games to 5.
Little few words from Jamie Cullen to Craig Riley there on the stream.
That's a great.
But
and that's it. That's a great matchup.
All
there.
over here.
Macky, unfortunate with that great positive shot on the 5, was not able to get it. And Chris Calabrese.
Hey John, when you say you're what grade or what handicap, well, Chris Calabrese is a 15 in the Diamond League, and Macky is a 10.
Chris Calabrese winning there. How do you feel, Chris? Can we just go grab a quick few words with you after the game? Chris, move in.
Yep.
Fantastic game there.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I felt like I played him in the round robin matches, and he didn't play as good as he did there. He played a very tactical match. He snookered me a lot and made me play off a lot of cushion. So he kind of kept me cold. It was good tactic by him, and I'm just happy to get away with the win, to be honest.
A lot of little tactical battles and snookers going on there, and I find that he put you in a lot of as well. Tried to
absolutely.
Try to slow you down.
He was dictating the match from straight away. So Filipinos, which he is, and they love using their sides and cushions and tactical play. And to be honest, tactically today he outsmarted me.
Yeah.
He got a bit unlucky with a couple of positional shots, which let me in, but I feel he played better.
Chris, one question for you.
Yes.
When it came to a player like that, what do you need to do to obviously get the upper hand against a player like that, like someone like Macky?
I think it's like a game of chess. You know,
Yep.
whoever has the first move normally dictates the game, and I feel like he was always dictating first.
Yep.
I should have, when I did play safe, make sure I got that good safety shot first, and when I didn't, then he had the advantage.
Right.
And so your first approach shot, it doesn't have to be a pot, but if you're going to play safe,
Yep.
has to be a good safety. Because if it's
good.
not,
That's a good point.
against a good players like this, they'll just put you on the back foot, and then you're chasing your tail.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. I was chasing my tail. I had no rhythm. Credit to him for keep on putting me in good safeties.
Yep.
And he did what he needed to do because, we played in the round robin matches and I got the better of him. It was
Yep.
a more open game, more
Yep.
flowing. I was just potting more balls, but he tied me up, so I didn't get a flow on.
No.
It was a good tactic by him.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people online talking about you and your brother on there, and one person in particular who you probably knew was going to be online, Jamie Cullinan.
Oh yeah,
was on there just talking
my
about
Campbelltown brother. He's he's overseas now.
That's right.
We're waiting for you, mate. I spoke to Johnny Howard when he was in, and no go, mate. He does, and he likes Anglo-Saxons. But no. Johnny Howard's a good bloke. Jamie, you're a good bloke. You're always supporting the pool, so thank you. And I remember
he's listening right now.
Yeah, Jamie, I'll put in a little plug for you. I do remember the double points against Greg Jenkins you did for your team to win, and also the double points against me, the run out. So, yeah, fair play to you, mate.
Mate. Well, Chris, congratulations on making it to the next round, and mate, we hope to have you back on the broadcast soon.
Thank you, guys. Thanks. Doing a good job, guys. You guys are doing a great job.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, Chris. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
All right, so for everyone on here, we want to thank you for watching. We will be back in a few moments with another matchup for you guys, which will be between the winner of Danny Stone and Chris Kovacs and Andy Newen and Barry Mavros. We'll see you then.
We look forward to having you back, guys.